have instruments. So let's stop. I have to see where my headset is. It's on the iPhone or
Sure.
no? I
So,
think yes. I think it's on the iPhone. One moment, please.
yeah, no problem. No problem.
Uh, so I was looking for the right position. I think I have it. One moment.
1 2 1
Hmm.
2. Check check check. 1 2 1 2 1 2
Ah,
1 2 1 2.
good things
Yes yes
needs time.
yes. Yes sir. Yes sir.
Huh?
Oh,
Nearly.
what a beautiful place. Thank you for sharing. Oh my goodness.
It's my living room. Yeah. Huh? No, wrong. The camera is there on this side.
This is my dear friend Dirk Elfgen, a true artist, as you can imagine and see. He is an exceptional musician. We'll put his link down
Ooh,
below. He's so good, and as you can see, he's a perfectionist as well. So
yes, we have to look. Okay,
yes, we do.
now
Yes,
looking for a chair so that my head is also in the picture.
yes, would be good.
Uh, uh, so let's see, like this. Yes. So maybe I would say it's going to be
Are you
okay.
ready?
I'm ready.
Feeling
The
good?
light is okay for you?
Yes, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, Dirk. Thank you so much for joining us in the Voice of Healing. Dirk Elfgen, I've known for many, many years in Germany, and we did music together. He plays so many different instruments. He's a an amazing person, a great performer as well. And we grew up literally. I've known you for how long? 15 years, 15, 16 years, I think. And he used to hire me to do shows. In fact, we still sometimes possibly do shows together. He's a very, very well-known person in Germany. So we have the honor of having Mr. Dirk Elfgen. Thank you so much, Dirk.
Yes. Thank you for inviting me.
How
And
are you doing?
yes, I'm really fine. A little bit, I would not say stressed, no, but I'm busy. Let's say
Yes.
busy. A lot of we as artists, we have to do a lot of office work, and that's more and more and more over the years. And sometimes I say, oh, I just want to do music and be on stage. That's the main thing, but we have to do so much things all around. That's not easy in the time. It's getting more and more, and sometimes it's really boring.
Yeah, yeah. We sometimes say it's like we did in Starlight Express. It's on the front stage, it looks great, but behind is absolute chaos.
Yes,
Would you
yes,
agree?
it is. It was really
Yes.
also at Starlight.
Absolutely. Total chaos behind stage. And when they came out, it was like, hi, we're doing great. It was like that. So we've had the understanding of how chaos is. And, the reason why I started the Voice of Healing is because, going through a lot of stress in my life as well, many issues, and after, especially in the time of COVID, having a really difficult time, not many shows, staying at home, issues with families, everyone fighting off each other because we had to stay at home, no work, a lot of people suffered. And I decided, hold on a minute, what is that's causing men to actually connect themselves to their work? And a few of the guys that we know have actually committed suicide, which is very sad for us to kind of see. But I just want to let the audience know a little bit about you. So you are Dirk Elfgen. You are
Yes,
married to Edwina de Puter.
yes, that's my
Yes.
wonderful wife. Also artist. Now, since nearly 10 years, we are together, and we met us on stage. And she's
Incredible.
also. I know you had a contact with her. We invited you, and
Yes.
So Carl was our star guest. He was really brilliant, and it was amazing. Small village. We had the concert where
Yes.
my wife was born. Really small village, but the biggest star in one of the biggest stars in our life career we met. That's you also, and we had a big concert together. Also with my wife, brilliant singer, also a very beautiful woman. I'm allowed to say, and
Absolutely.
but the most important thing, she's really um, brilliant in her mind. She's charming. She's very intelligent,
Yes.
and she lives and loves the music as I do, and as you do also, Carl.
Absolutely. And you're based in Duisburg, is that correct? Or have you moved?
Yes, in Germany, I would say I'm living in the small town near Duisburg. Just a question of image. Maybe you know it also.
Yes.
But okay, Duisburg. Some people know Duisburg. More people know the towns in the south. It's Düsseldorf, or more know Cologne. And
Yes.
when you talk to someone from US, they say Cologne. What was it? We can say in the near of Paris. That's
Yes.
you tell someone from New Orleans or so, what is Cologne in the near of Paris? Yes, Europe. Yes, yes.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So you basically you as mentioned earlier, you are a wonderful performer, and you blend music, comedy, live showmanship across cruise ships, gala events,
Yes.
international stages. You do spontaneous piano lessons at home, and you captivate audiences worldwide. And we've seen it on TV. You've been on TV, been on radio. You've been presenting. How does it feel to have so much talent, and really, how do you organize yourself?
Um, First, the easier thing, how do I manage my artist life? Yes, it's I love it. That's the most important thing. I love my work, and for that, I like to spend a lot of time in my work and in my career, in my voice, and in everything I do, and always to explore new things. For example, in the COVID time, I explored the saxophone for me. Uh, because there was so much time for us to do, and I bought a saxophone, and half a year later, I had my first earnings with it and my first job playing two really simple songs, but it worked. It works. So always to explore new things. That's one important thing. Uh, to get new impressions, always to develop what I'm doing on stage, and that's a part of music. Other part is to be to organize everything in a good way. Organize means not only the job; it means the private life. It means the private love also. Every part in my life needs space, and that's one of our main tasks in life. I think to have a good base and a good average that everything happens in your life. You cannot only work, you cannot only love, you cannot only be lazy.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So you think you feel that there's you've kind of not mastered, but because we never actually can do, but you've kind of really working on the balance between relationships, work, and earnings and things of that nature.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. We
Right.
need this right balance.
How do you cope with stress? Because I know as an artist that a lot of the times it's like and then you just go on stage, but you sometimes artists people feel stress, and we feel that more often because we do it every single day. Some of us who are fortunate. How do you cope for our audience members who are going through stressful times, who are not artists, but maybe have an interview, maybe have a casting, maybe have a job interview, maybe they have to do something or present a speech. How do you cope with that? And what advice would you give, someone like a young Hans, for example, in Germany, that would want
Yeah,
that,
yes.
feeling anxious and things of that nature?
Um, First of all, they have to do it regularly in their life, not only once for 1 month. Very strong. You need. It's a long road. It's a really really long road. We all have to go, and sometimes it never ends because it circles sometimes, and it's a a long life road. We can say.
Yes, yeah.
Um, um, And I think in this time, yes, it's a risk. It's really a risk to be an artist in your life.
Oh God.
And it has to complain to your life. When you want to be a millionaire, it's very hard as an artist. You have to know when you, so when you have plans in your life, I want a big house, I want a family with 2 or 3 kids, I want to have really success, then it's a really big risk to do it as artists. There are only so few people who are earning really much money. We don't have to look at the big stars all over the world.
True.
It's not really many persons who can really earn much money with it. It's only a few. So when you say it's okay when I have a regular house, when I can do something for my retirement, also when I can give a good life to my kids when I want to have kids. So let's say average income. When you say this, it's a good chance to do it. Maybe always. When I was young, I learned you need to have 3 jobs. I learned it, I think, from an American guy. Say you need to have 3 jobs in your life. So I think it's good always to have a second way, because everything could happen. Be a singer, then you get ill with your voice. You're 35 and you say, hey, I'm ill with my voice. Or you are a dancer. I know a lot of dancers. They are really, really brilliant when they're 20, when they're 30. And then I talk with them when they're 40. They are my back, my bones, and my knees are broken. I need a new knee. And they need a second way to have. And they need to be also a teacher, or they need. That's what I would recommend to every young artist. Do it. Yes, do it. What you feel in your life, but always have a second way to get an average with all your other aims in your life. To have a safe life, safe retirement, safe family.
It's very important that it's very, very good advice, that, because, you know, a lot of us feel that, you know, sometimes in fact it's a glamorous lifestyle, and in fact it's not. It can be very challenging, and we tend to look at the top 10%, or even, if that, 5% of successful artists who are, you know, who've just taken the opportunity and have been given an opportunity, not necessarily that they're better than anyone else. You know, I always used to have issues like that, thinking, oh my God, they're better than me, but it's not. It's in fact that a door was open for them. Someone opened the door and they ran through it. You know, it could happen to anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know the speech. You have to reach the right person in the right situation at the right time.
Absolutely.
And when you don't meet them, that's it.
Yeah.
No,
you come back to the worker.
And we have to be satisfied with our life without being the big star. So also, I know you have big television shows in Germany. Also, you was the big star of Starter Express, one of the big stars. And you had really successful life. I saw videos from you standing in a big stadium all around with a military band all around you. You sing fantastic songs. And I would say, hey, that's so good that we can reach these moments in our life.
Yes.
And many artists, they don't have a chance to get it once in their life. What you in your life had, also me, what I have with television show parts, with situations when I was at a radio station. I was 7 years moderating on a radio station. So I had many contacts to other stars and good feelings. Yeah. A lot of people I want to be a radio star. I want to be a radio presenter. They couldn't get it in your life. And so I'm so satisfied. I'm not a star. I'm not regular in television, but I have fulfilled nearly safety life from the money and income. It's okay. And I would say if I'm in retirement in 40 years, then I think I still can do less of work.
Exactly. Miracles can happen. We're so grateful for miracles. But you're so true, Dirk. You know, it has been an honor. And I understand that many artists are wanting to become famous like what they see on TV, but it's a bigger picture. But as I say, with the voice of healing, we actually are working with, we have two clients at the moment who, one actor who's a Shakespeare actor who's going through issues at the moment, and his problem is that going onto stage, and he suffers from panic attacks, and so that's like the worst kind of condition you could have, is that when your job is to go in front of people and perform. It's almost like a turkey advocating for Christmas, like an enter that said, yes, wunderbar, es ist a Weihnachtstag, we eat turkey, so he would not be celebrating Christmas. But in your experience, what helps you stay mentally balanced? When you're going on stage, what makes you, because I've seen you on stage, and you are quite fantastic. You really do draw the audience, and it really is something to be seen. But how do you stay mentally stable? What advice do you give? Do you have a prop? Do you train? Do you exercise? Do you do a ritual before? Do you meditate? Do you go into a certain space?
My wonderful wife, Edwina, would say, you're always relaxed.
Okay.
I think that's the main point. I think there are some people who are able to do the jobs in front of other people, and I could say, I could be glad that a lot of people can sing so big, much bigger than me, but a lot of them are not able to go on stage. So that's for me a good chance, because I'm so self-confident. When I know that I can do something, I know about my practice. I know I'm always hear the line to get the boos or the yes. So, and I know I'm always in this range. I'm not 100% the people are standing, yeah. Not always. It depends on the kind of event, the kind of audience, about the weather outside. Also, when it's raining all the day, the people are moody. You can have good results from the audience in sanction. But I know I'm always over the line. Because I know what I can do.
Right.
So, and that's my thing. When I go out and say, doesn't matter if today I have not the really good voice, it's okay, because the sanction is over the line. And that's, for me, that's good to trust in this. And for that, I'm not really afraid in front of shows, and relaxing. And the second thing is really to work with the body. Sometimes I'm also a little bit nervous. New products, I'm a little bit nervous. We had a good show in Germany 1 month ago, or 4 months ago, and I was interpreting a German singer called Roland Kaiser.
Oh, yes, very famous.
Very famous in Germany. It's a second famous German song singer at the moment. It's the wife, it's Helene Fischer, we know in Germany, very successful, and that's Roland Kaiser. Over 50 years now on stage. Yes. Now 73, a lot of hits, and I was impersonating him. I was so nervous. I really, but then I was standing up, eating here in the back. The air, push the air back to the, I don't know the English word for it. It's
the Zwerchfell, the diaphragm.
Yeah, diaphragm there. And I learned 20 years ago, when you're nervous, breathe there.
Wow. We
breathe there. And it's a lot to do with it. And then everything is going down. And then I'm more relaxed to go out.
Wow.
That's one practical. But you know it also, or?
Absolutely.
What is about you? You were nervous in front of the big show, Starlight Express. I mean, 400, 500 people or 800, I don't know, are sitting in Starlight Express in Bochum and waiting for you. Or what is about you? How do you do it?
So I mean, I get nervous on stage, and it's funny because it's like I particularly get nervous if I don't practice. And I notice you mentioned practice, and believe in yourself. And I, when I don't practice for something, then I'm not sure. And I think that applies to life, like being prepared, over prepared. And so when a situation comes, you can handle it. Thank God I'm a good improviser. so I
You are.
so I can improvise very well. But I do get nervous on stage, and what I do breathing exercises, which we offer on one of our programs in the UK for singers, young children, because we try to get them early to be able to connect the emotions and change it into something positive. You know, they always say use your adrenaline to bring out the best in yourself as an artist. But I do the same like you, Dirk. You know, it's just interesting that someone else is willing to share that this is how you use your diaphragm and you control your breath and things of that nature. And I think it's so good. So we do the same thing, literally. Certainly grounding and focusing and visualizing, for something that's actually happened, because the brain doesn't know what is real and what is fake. But if you can picture it in your head, then when you go on stage, then you kind of can help yourself, because you're actually kind of reliving your dream. Just wanted to ask a question. How do you support you and Edwina, talking about coming together with artists? How do you support each other during performance times?
You mean me and Edwina, or we together to others?
Or you and any artist, or how do you, in particular, you and Edwina, because obviously you're together. We also believe the families come to this program as well and listen to this podcast. So as a balance in a male and female, coming together, sometimes she may feel tired, sometimes you may feel tired. How do you encourage each other? Any particular thing that you do, or you just know each other?
Yes, after all the years we know each other. And first I have to explain, Edwina and me, we are on stage since more than 30 years now, or let's say more than 35 years. Incredible. I don't want to tell too much. I started with 10, yes. I started with 10 years, very early. I'm now on stage since more than 40 years here. And Edwina and me, we had a big solo career also before we met together. Right. And it was, just to tell, it was very difficult. We were 100% entertainers working solo on stage. And then we come together on stage. You can imagine what problems we had.
Yes, exactly.
So I was standing in front and talking. She didn't have the chance to get me. Other show, she was standing there talking. Didn't have the chance to get there. So we have a lot of discussions. Yes. Good, constructive discussions after the show, and say, hey, you have to leave me place. I need place also. Let's play together more, not solo. Let's play. Let's discuss on stage. Let's play, and as couple, we can play also with a theme of love, also together, and show a very good together to the people, loveful expression on the stage. And discussion is very constructive. Discussion is very important. And when someone on stage has a weaker moment, or he forgets some word, you have to help him. Help the other person. Both have the target has to be, the show must be really successful. The show, not only one person, the whole show. And we have to put a good feeling for the audience. They have to go at home and think, hey, it was a nice evening. We have a good feeling, a wonderful feeling. By the way, we have to say we are doing a very loveful show. It's not about aggressive music. We don't want to need the people. We know that it's existing heavy metal, it's existing hip hop music. Going aggressive, the people have to go out and push their aggressive emotions and fight. That's not us. The people have to, in our shows, very traditional program, a lot of oldies in it. We play swing, country, German music, pop, oldies, 70s, 80s, 90s, modern songs, but all very melodical music.
Right.
So our aim is they have to go at home and smile in their face and say, oh, it was good. I felt good feelings. And that we have to aim together. That's the main thing. We discuss after each show. We discuss. Sometimes it's very hard discussion also.
Yes.
But we improved ourselves. she had so many things. She told me after I was on stage 30 years, and she was telling, "Hey, did you react that you do this and this and this? Oh, that's not so good. Do it more like this. You're always working on stage with a lot of work with your arms. Calm." Oh, okay. Told to her, "You're always so full of power. Get your voice a little bit back sometimes." More with, she has a very sympathetic, soft voice also. I said,
Yes.
"Do it more with a soft voice. You get the people also there." She did it. And so we both win and working together.
That's wonderful. So that would be your advice. That's incredible. That I've seen your performances. You bounce off each other. You improvise. It's almost like you're reading each other's minds. Is that what you would advise for couples who are not singers or performers to communicate with each other?
Uh, yes, yes, of course. If you're on stage or if you're in real life,
In real,
that's the thing. We have to communicate. That's the most thing in the world. And
yes,
there are some crazy old people in the world who didn't get it, that it's more about communication in the
yes,
world. We see it at the moment, very, very live,
absolutely.
very awful what happens. And
Yes,
it starts in a relationship also between the people together, as friends, as you and me, as a
yes,
couple, as talking together with our kids, also
yes, yes.
as trying to understand what our parents are doing, why
Oh,
they are doing that. Always a kind of try to communication means always try to get a basement with the people you're talking to. Look where he is standing. What your person, your wife, your man, the person you're living together, where is he standing? In which position and in which meaning? When someone is ill, for example, in his life, and he has to suffer a lot about this, you don't have to be put something additional on it.
good
Try
point.
say, hey, he has a bad moment. Keep it
Good
back
point.
what you want to say, what really maybe it's the truth and maybe it's very hard for him to hear. Keep it back.
Keep it
Wait
back.
until he's getting better. And then you can talk when you're on the same view.
Yeah, that's wonderful. When was your first instrument that you played? How old was you? And what was it?
Yes, I think it was about 8 or 9. It was the electric organ. The really organ, like church organ with feet
Oh, really? Oh,
and
wow.
left and right hand. And that's in this time there was Yamaha very successful, and Korg and Yamaha, I think, they were very successful with electric organ. And
Yes.
it starts with the digital rhythm computer and with a lot of interesting sounds. And it was very good. I could recommend it to every young musician to try also these instruments. It's not modern. Still, the people are playing keyboards. But when you have to play left hand, right hand, you play with your feet also, and you play something with the knees. You have to look for registration programs to put buttons
Yes.
also,
Wow.
and you have to sing without. So,
Yes.
in my young mind, it
Yeah.
was a really, really good training. And what I read some years ago, um, that it's really good for all your head. You have areas in your head, in your brain, you are training with this kind of music. It's also the
Yes.
drummer. The drummer has a lot of things to do.
Yes.
And so music is a very good way to do something for your brain. That's not only for young people, it's also when you start music being 70 or older.
Yes.
The play an instrument, do something for your brain, and that it's then you're not have to carry so much about. In Germany, we say demens. I don't know the English word
Yeah,
for it. Brain
dementia. Yeah, dementia.
dementia, yeah, dementia.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm sorry about my bad English. I try to speak
You know
so
what?
that
It's
everybody
funny.
could understand me.
It's funny you should say that because I was going to just say that Dirk Elfgen is actually you're German, right?
Yeah, I am.
And I mean, his English is sometimes, he has an accent. Sometimes you can hear an American accent. Sometimes you can hear maybe a Dutch or whatever. When I hear him speak, so just to let you know, he's German, and I always say, they put us or put me to shame, really, because he speaks perfect. Like literally, you can hear his English is flawless. You can understand everything he's saying, but we don't really speak as a whole. You know, I know it's a universal language, but French or German, you know, so just let you know, footnote, he is actually a German person, but he speaks perfect. And so does his lovely wife, Edwina. How do you switch off after a high energy performance? Because it's like, and all of a sudden you have to calm down. How do you bring yourself down?
Not going to bed. No. After a lot of shows, it's at the moment we are in a part of our career. We have done a lot of really big things, but we are doing a lot of, I would say, average things, not too big, too small. We have a chance to talk to the audience, and that's me and Edwina. We love people. We love human beings, and we love to get in contact with people after our shows to get a reflection. Not only to do the show, get money, going away. So our aim is to talk to people to get reflections. What do you think? Did it pleasure to you our show? Yes, and that's very important. That's giving us many things. Then we have to drive home or going to a hotel. Maybe we are eating something late time, because before shows it's seldom that we have a big dinner. And sometimes when we are in the near of our home, we come at home. It can happen that we are looking 1 hour television against this after, and to come down after big events. And yes, we need a time, because it's not a job. Maybe people sometimes have a good job when they're going to are working for post office, for example. They throw in letters. I met a guy 5 minutes ago at my home door, and a guy gave me some letters. I think also good life. He don't cares about his work. He's doing his work. The sun is shining. Going to his letters in, driving it home, talking with his wife about the next holidays. Good thing. We as artists, we have to think about the job, I think. And I cannot shut completely and say, okay, job done. Okay, what's the next holiday? I have to think about it. And always think, can I improve it? Why did the people clap at this one song extraordinary and the others not? Could I change something in the next show? Oh, the microphone had the right sound. One cable of the guitar was broken. Why that? I need a new cable. All these small things to get better in the next show.
Yes, it really shows in your performances as well. Have you had any bad audiences? And, you know, because energy is so important in music. So have you had any, first question, have you had any audiences that are just like, you know, you can't connect with them? And secondly, do you believe in energy as well? I think every artist has.
Of course. Tell me the artist who never had a bad audience.
Yes, exactly.
I repeat the question in 5 minutes to you for Startup Express. if you had bad audiences, so yes, of course. I think every artist have moments, and we are normally not giving concerts. We are not having a fixed stage like a theater who's booking us regularly each day. So we have more singular shows for different audiences. Normally, we are booked as an act. And sometimes there are people, we are wrong booked. So I remember a party last year. It was a Lions Club. I think you know it's also it's international, the Lions Club.
Yes.
And they celebrated 25th anniversary. And there was an evening, they had a dinner, and there were speeches. And speeches and speeches. And after this, they had a speech. Okay. And then it was our showtime. And the people were so sick. They had a meal, they were talking, that 2 hours of speeches. And then it was our showtime. Normally, the people, they didn't want to have a show. They didn't need it. But we were booked, so I had to do the show, and the people were talking at the tables to their other guests, because 2 hours they have to listen to the speeches. Yes. They were talking to other guests they've never seen years ago. Yes. So no chance. We need as artists, we also need the right place to be. When the people are going to a concert and they know today is the evening of Edwina and Dirk, or Edel, we call us Edel, then we know they come especially for the music.
Yes.
When you have another moment, you are booked. And I know there's also another, there was another magician, very big article in the newspaper. He was talking about his life. And it was a television series he was talking about. He said, the baddest job in my life was a German press conference from German press event from the German press in Berlin. Big event. All the German newspapers are there, big politicians, a lot of people, and he has to do magic. And he said it was my baddest show I've ever had.
Wow.
Because no one was listening. The people, the politicians, they want to talk together and not have a show where they have to listen to a magician 20 minutes or 30 minutes.
Dirk, can we conclude this? Can we carry on? I just have to close this.
Yes, okay. You have to cut the video.
Yes, and then I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. We have advertising. That's good for you. Do the advertising.
Thank you so much.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola. We see us in 5 minutes.
Hopefully. Ciao.